Okay, I want to do a little bibble babble today, and I want to talk about Christianity. This word is an invented word, and it actually means the zodiac, and I'm fixing to prove it to you. If you had eyes to see and eyes to hear and ears to see, you would have already caught on. This is a Chris mark, and this is a cross mark. When you get the Chris cross, you get this mark, and that's really a symbol for the zodiac. Not a full one, but when they added to be just a Christian, you're just this. You're what I call XT. But for Christianity itself, the symbol would look like this. X, T, and we do the and sign and a T. So it's Christianity. It's Christianity. It's Christianity. It's Christianity. And that's the three crosses. You have two crosses and an X. They would actually do it like this, which is the text. And a text is a script. Let's talk about the word script. Remember I told you there are certain letters in the alphabet that come from ancient symbolism. One of them is S. It means like a hidden knowledge or a wisdom. And then there's W. This means magic because it's a double U. And its number is 23. There are 23 chromosomes in the human body. It is DNA. So you have the spirit you, and you have the flesh you. So there's the double U. Like when I drowned, and there were two of me. There was the one drowning and the one observing it. And both of them were fully me. I was more of the observer, but my double was my 23 DNA. So you'll start to understand when you see this 23 everywhere, they're talking about flesh. They're talking about your flesh body. We war against ourselves, within ourselves. Like, I got a nicotine addiction, so my body wants to smoke a cigarette. But the other me knows it's not good for me. Now, who usually wins in that battle? The DNA does. And S being a symbol, again, for hidden wisdom, as in the serpent, hidden knowledge. Let's talk some more about, I'm repeating a lot of stuff, I know, but I have a lot of new subs, and it's going to help them out a lot more if they can see this. So it's knowledge. You got to K now. You got to see what's within the word. And the ledge. Within the ledge is the edge. It's also the ledger. There are two ledgers in the heavens, the sun ledger and the moon ledger, the golden ledger and the silver ledger, and it's the path. Actually, all of them, you could count all of the planets as they transverse the zodiac as knowing the ledgers. So you got to K now, the ledger, and within ledger is always that L, that's God. Let's talk about that too. Let's just talk about God, because I've scattered this through so many videos. We get in English our word from theology, from the Greek. And it's the study of God or the study of religion. Ology, meaning to study. And you're studying the. The is singular. We all know what the is. The is an article in grammar. Everything is set up under grammar. This is part of the Bibble Babble. This is why it's so important when you're in school, especially those junior high years, where they're teaching you sentence structure, the difference between a noun, a verb, an adverb, a preposition, a prepositional phrase. You really need to understand all of this. I actually caught on really early because I liked things like Sesame Street and Schoolhouse Rock. And you had the conjunction junction, what's your function videos. And I got it. It just made sense to me. But as you go through the world, you find out in all religions, in Hebrew, it's El. It means thee. In Arabic, it's Al. It means thee. Even if you get to Lucifer, because of the vowels, I'll tell you about the oath in a minute, then this is still thee. In Latin, it's il. Il Papa, the Father. It's thee. But it's always that. Let's talk about the Lucifer for a minute. And the oath. The oath that was taken by the priest. Jesus said, take no oath. And this is what that oath is about. An oath is a vow. And it's a vow to El. And what they did when they came out of Egypt, they took the old Greek alphabet, basically, and they removed the vowels. And that was the oath. So in the Hebrew script, the letters fall straight in a line. There's no vowels, and there's no punctuation marks. So the decipherment could occur in many ways. You just had to know how. Like Fomalhaut and Thalim actually being the same word under the vow, the oath. And that was what they did. So it's all about the vowels, or the vow to El. In the Lucifer, L being 12 and Lu being 21. It is a code for a marker that the winter solstice would always fall on this date, no matter what constellation fell on this date, the sun and the constellation. But the sun, the light, the Lu, would always die on this day and be born 3 days later. Or he would die on the 22nd on a leap year and be born on this day, Christmas Day. But that's simply what that means. It's not the boogeyman. Halloween's coming up this week. Very unusual day. To me, Valentine's Day was invented 2/14 so that you would have a baby on 10/31. And that was intentionally done. This whole thing was created so that you'd give birth to kids here. Isn't that strange? The Vatican, about 150, 200 years ago, little boys were in red and little girls were in blue. And they dropped them out of their colors, moved it to pastels, put little girls in pink and little boys in blue. Yeah, in the beginning it was girls in blue, boys in red, because of the red man Aquarius. And they changed it. They have left no stone unturned. as to what they're trying to flip to hijack this next age. And it's not going to work. The movies they make, the books they write, nothing is published without their consent. So all of the propaganda that's going on, all of the hype, all of the fear porn, it's all 100% approved. You have some pretty big channels out there throwing down some pretty big stuff. I assure you, they have handlers. Their stuff is approved. I tried to upload a video today of something quite fascinating. And at first it wouldn't let me upload. And then it wouldn't let me process. And then it wouldn't let me process. It kept telling me to try again later. And then it told me to try in a different format. There's nothing wrong with it. It was what it was in it and what it was about. And they're going to shut it down. At one point, they even removed the button off my phone to keep me from uploading it. I'm doing this one on the little gateway. So we'll see how all that goes. So let's go back to where we started. Our Christianity. Because to me, the Bible is an astrology book. It's full of some really great information. They're trying to pump everything into everybody. They have a distraction for everybody on the planet. Google knows everything about you if you're online. Your credit card tells them a lot about you. Your phone tells them a lot about you. So they have a distraction ready and waiting for you, so that you don't look up and figure out that it's all astrology. All of it. Even the name of the religion itself is for a symbol of the zodiac, the 3 crosses. Now, the natal charts that I'm doing, that's exactly what it is. You have Jesus in the middle cross, which is Aquarius. It's fixed. On his right is Pisces. It's mutable. It changes. It's Pisces and it's mutable. It's PM, right? And this one is AF. And then you have Capricorn on this side, which is a cardinal. And so it's CC. It's cardinal and it's Capricorn. So the Antichrist, you have a pack. We all have a pack. When they talk about the heavens, the air sign, they talk about the macros. That is what is above. As above, so below. And then we have the micros. That would be us. And if we used us as the macros, then within our bodies is the micros. But as above, so below. But actually it's mirrored. Because it kind of, I'll show you. Where we come from, we are we. We have an individuality, but we're these energy beings. We don't have bodies, but we have a type of telepathy. It is, the way we communicate is electrically and emotionally. So if you flip that from the heavens, because it mirrors, and E would remain the same, we become me. Because we forget that we're we. We're really we. But when you're down here, it's just me. Now there's 3 of me. I know this is all over the place. There's me. There's myself. And there's I. Which I like to do it this way. And how they ever come up with this one. The way I would argue with my teachers when I was a kid. Why do we spell this way? Of course, none of them never could answer me. That's just the way it is. We've been doing it for hundreds of years. Why do you want to change it now a bit? Because it's not right. They took the phonetics away from us. You must learn to read a dictionary and to read in phonics, to read between the words. They tell you to read between the lines. No, you got to read the syllables between the words. In alchemy, a single word, consists of at least one vowel and two consonants, or two consonants and one vowel, to consist of 3 spots. We have compound words, so this became a syllable. And it's within the syllable. The consonant itself tells you the root of the word because the vowels are variable. Thalim. Is the lamb. Let's make this an E. It's the lamb. It's also from Crowley's Thalima. Today, we have women's names, and it's a woman's name, right? This should be masculine. We have Thelma. Same thing. It has the same value, the same root. This, because of what they did at the Bible Babel, also just equals T and D. You can delam because of what they did. Because of is an article like thee. It's of thee. Dala. Dela. So, this being the God part of it leaves us with the LM. Okay? And this is where you're getting Elohim and all of that. Comes from this LM word. You even have a pack of cigarettes that is LM. And if you actually had to do what that meant, let me do this right. As above, so below, it's the male. Reversed. It's the man. So actually how they did it linguistically is the lamb. Is the man. It's the man. And his color is red. I've been getting some very good artwork from you guys. It's really awesome. Everybody's putting in their little pieces and it looks like this is going to happen. I have some more ideas while you're working on it. I'm going to leave everything in the original Arabic. Thalim, Thalim's kingdom. And then Thalim's kingdom comes. Another one. Order, like Crowley did, order of Thalima. Order of Thalim. And then you could just do the Aquarius thing, order of Thalim. House of Thalim. Who's Thalim? I want everybody asking, who's Thalim? Like, who is John Galt? Right? They're going to forget about John Galt. They're going to start asking, who's Thalim? That's why I want to get the little bumper stickers and just start putting them everywhere. Eventually, they're going to start asking, and it'll take off by itself. Who's Thalim? What does Thalim mean? What is Thalim? Let's see if they can figure it out. We can make it like a scavenger hunt or something. I'm going to pause this for just a second and give me something to drink.